My beloved child, I need you to stop everything you are doing right now and listen to me, because what I am about to reveal to you will change the trajectory of your entire life. For too long you have been walking in circles, thinking that your prayers have fallen on deaf ears, believing that your breakthrough is still years away. But I am here to tell you that everything changes tonight. Everything. You see, my child, while you have been sleeping, while you have been doubting, while you have been wondering if I even see your struggles, I have been orchestrating something so magnificent, so perfectly timed, that when it unfolds, you will fall to your knees in amazement. The very thing you thought was your greatest setback was actually my setup. The door that slammed in your face was not rejection, it was redirection. The person who betrayed you was not my mistake, it was my protection. I know you have questions, I know you have wondered why I allowed certain things to happen. Why did I let you lose that job when you needed it most? Why did I allow that relationship to crumble when you thought it was your future? Why did I permit that sickness to touch your body when you had been faithful? Why did I let your finances dwindle when you had been tithing faithfully? My child, every single thing that has happened to you, every disappointment, every heartbreak, every closed door, has been part of a divine orchestration that your human mind could never comprehend. You thought you were being punished, but you were being positioned. You thought you were being forgotten, but you were being prepared. You thought you were being abandoned, but you were being aligned with something greater than you ever imagined possible. Tonight the veil is being lifted, and you are going to see what I have been doing behind the scenes. Let me take you back to a moment in your life when you felt completely broken. Do you remember it? That moment when you cried until you had no more tears left, when you questioned everything you believed about me, when you wondered if I was even real. You felt so alone, so abandoned, so forgotten. But what you could not see was that I was right there with you, collecting every tear, counting every sob, feeling every ache in your heart as if it were my own. In that moment of your deepest despair, I was not distant. I was not indifferent. I was not sleeping. I was working. I was moving pieces on a chessboard that spans continents and decades. I was speaking to hearts you have never met, opening doors you did not even know existed, and preparing blessings that would take your breath away. Your pain was not pointless, my child. Your pain was purposeful. You see, I do not waste anything. Not your tears, not your struggles, not your failures, not even your sins. I am the God who makes beauty from ashes, who brings life from death, who creates miracles from messes that addiction you struggled with. I am using it to help others find freedom, that financial crisis you endured. I am using it to teach you about my provision and to position you to help others in similar situations. That broken relationship, I was protecting you from something that would have destroyed your destiny. But tonight, my child, tonight is different. Tonight is the night when the harvest begins. Do you remember the parable I told about the farmer who planted seeds? The seeds that fell on good ground did not produce fruit immediately. They had to be buried in darkness. They had to endure the cold of winter. They had to push through layers of soil. They had to weather storms and droughts. But when the season was right, when the time was perfect, they burst forth with a harvest that was 30, 60, even 100-fold. Your life has been like those seeds. You have been buried in circumstances that felt like death. You have endured seasons that felt endless. You have pushed through obstacles that seemed impossible. But my child, the season is changing. The harvest is coming. And when it comes, it will be so abundant, so overwhelming, so beyond what you could ask or think, that you will finally understand why you had to go through everything you went through. I want you to understand something about my timing. Human beings measure time in minutes, hours, days, and years. But I measure time in seasons, in purposes, in the completion of divine assignments. When you pray for something and it does not happen immediately, you think I am slow. But I am not slow. I am strategic. When you ask for a door to open and it remains closed, you think I am not listening. But I am not deaf. I am deliberate. You asked me for a job, but I was preparing a career. You asked me for a relationship, but I was preparing a marriage. You asked me for healing, but I was preparing a testimony. You asked me for provision, but I was preparing abundance. You asked me to fix your situation, but I was preparing to transform your entire life. My delays are not denials, my child. My delays are my way of giving you something far greater than what you originally asked for. Think about Joseph, a young man who had dreams of greatness but found himself in a pit, then in slavery, then in prison. For years it seemed like his dreams were nothing but cruel jokes. But I was not mocking Joseph, I was molding him. Every betrayal taught him about loyalty. Every injustice taught him about justice. Every false accusation taught him about truth. Every night in prison taught him about freedom. When he finally stood before Pharaoh, he was not the same naive boy who had dreams. He was a man of wisdom, character, and unshakable faith. And what happened next? In one day, in one conversation, in one divine moment, Joseph went from prisoner to prime minister, from forgotten to famous, from victim to victor. 30 years of preparation culminated in one moment of elevation. And when the famine came, when the very brothers who had betrayed him came begging for food, Joseph could say with confidence, "What you meant for evil, God meant for good." My child, you are Joseph. You have been in your pit. You have been in your slavery. You have been in your prison. But tonight you are being called before Pharaoh. Tonight, everything changes. Tonight, the preparation phase ends and the promotion phase begins. But I need you to understand something crucial. The breakthrough that is coming to you is not just for you, it is through you. When I bless my children, it is never just for their benefit. It is always for the benefit of others as well. The business I am about to give you will employ others. The ministry I am about to birth through you will heal others. The marriage I am about to bless you with will inspire others. The healing I am about to perform in your body will encourage others. The financial breakthrough I am about to release will enable you to bless others. You see, my child, you are not just a recipient of my blessings. You are a conduit of my blessings. You are not just a beneficiary of my miracles. You are a distributor of my miracles. The reason I have taken you through such intense preparation is because I am about to use you in ways that will impact generations. The anointing on your life is not just for your comfort. It is for the liberation of others. This is why the enemy has fought you so hard. This is why the attacks have been so intense. This is why the opposition has been so fierce. The devil knows something about your future that you are just now beginning to understand. He knows that when you step into your destiny, his kingdom will suffer massive losses. He knows that when you embrace your calling, chains will be broken, captives will be set free, and lives will be transformed. But his time is up. His season of harassment is over. His assignment against you is canceled. Tonight, I am issuing a divine restraining order against every demonic force that has been assigned to your life. Tonight, I am commanding every principality and power that has been operating against you to cease and desist. Tonight, I am dispatching warrior angels to escort you into your next season. You have been fighting battles that were never yours to fight. You have been carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. You have been solving problems that were never yours to solve. But tonight, I am taking over tonight. I am fighting for you tonight. I am carrying your load tonight. I am solving your problems. Do you remember David when he faced Goliath? Everyone else saw an impossible situation. They saw a giant that could not be defeated, a problem that could not be solved, a battle that could not be won. But David saw something different. David saw an opportunity for me to show my power. David understood that the battle was not his, but mine. And when he stepped onto that battlefield with nothing but a sling and a stone, he was not trusting in his own ability. He was trusting in my faithfulness. And what happened? In one moment, with one stone, the giant fell. The entire Philistine army fled. The people of Israel were delivered, and David's name became legendary. But here is what most people miss about that story. David did not defeat Goliath because he was brave. David defeated Goliath because he understood who I am. My child, you have been facing giants. Giants of debt, giants of sickness, giants of loneliness, giants of fear, giants of addiction, giants of failure. These giants have been taunting you, intimidating you, making you feel small and powerless. But tonight, I am handing you a stone. Tonight, I am positioning you for a David moment. Tonight, your giants are going down. But unlike David, you will not just defeat one giant. you will defeat them all. The giant of poverty will fall when I open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing you cannot contain. The giant of sickness will fall when I release healing power that flows through every cell of your body. The giant of loneliness will fall when I bring divine connections into your life. The giant of fear will fall when you realize that if I am for you, no one can be against you. And when these giants fall, people will ask you how you did it. They will want to know your secret, your strategy, your method, and you will tell them the truth. You will tell them that it was not your strength but mine. It was not your wisdom but mine. It was not your power but mine. And your testimony will give them faith to face their own giants. This is the ripple effect of breakthrough, my child. When I move in your life, it creates waves that touch other lives. When I heal you, it gives hope to others who need healing. When I prosper you, it gives faith to others who need provision. When I restore you, it gives courage to others who need restoration. You are not just being blessed for your own sake. You are being blessed for the sake of everyone who will witness your miracle. Now, I want to talk to you about the specific areas where breakthrough is coming. First, your finances. I know you have been struggling. I know you have been robbing Peter to pay Paul. I know you have been losing sleep over bills, over debt, over how you are going to make ends meet. But I want you to know that your days of financial struggle are numbered. I am about to release an overflow in your finances that will shock you. Money is going to come to you from directions you never expected. Opportunities are going to present themselves that you never imagined. Doors are going to open that you never even knocked on. People are going to bless you who do not even know why they feel compelled to bless you. But more than that, I am going to give you wisdom about money that you have never had before. I am going to teach you how to multiply what I give you. I am going to show you investments that will pay dividends for generations. I am going to connect you with people who will help you build wealth, not just earn income. By this time next year, you will not recognize your financial situation. Second, your relationships. I know you have been lonely. I know you have been disappointed by people you trusted. I know you have been betrayed by people you loved. But I am about to surround you with relationships that will astound you. I am bringing people into your life who will love you unconditionally, support you consistently, and believe in you completely. If you are single and longing for marriage, I am preparing someone for you who will exceed your expectations. They will not just meet your needs, they will complement your destiny. They will not just love you for who you are. They will help you become who you are meant to be. And when you meet them, you will understand why every other relationship had to end. If you are married and struggling, I am about to breathe new life into your relationship. I am going to heal old wounds, restore broken trust, and reignite passion that you thought was dead forever. You and your spouse are going to fall in love all over again, but this time it will be deeper, stronger, and more beautiful than ever before. Third, your health. I know your body has been under attack. I know you have been dealing with pain, with fatigue, with conditions that doctors cannot fully explain or heal. But I want you to know that I am the God who heals all your diseases. I am the God who renews your strength like the eagles. I am the God who makes all things new. Even as I speak these words, healing virtue is flowing into your body. Every cell is being renewed. Every organ is being restored. Every system is being reset. By tomorrow morning, you are going to feel a difference. Within a week, you are going to see a difference. Within a month, people are going to comment on the difference. Your body is being healed, restored, and rejuvenated in the name of Jesus. Fourth, your purpose. I know you have been feeling lost, wondering what your purpose is, questioning whether your life has meaning. But I want you to know that you were born for such a time as this. You were created for a specific purpose that only you can fulfill. You have a unique assignment that only you can complete. You have a divine calling that only you can answer. In the coming days, I am going to make your purpose crystal clear. I am going to give you visions, dreams, and supernatural downloads that will reveal exactly what I have called you to do. I am going to connect you with mentors who will guide you, with partners who will support you, and with opportunities that will launch you into your destiny. The gifts that have been dormant in you are about to be activated. The talents that have been buried are about to be excavated. The calling that has been quiet is about to become loud. You are about to step into a level of purpose and fulfillment that you never thought possible. But my child, with great blessing comes great responsibility. With great breakthrough comes great accountability. I am not blessing you so you can become comfortable. I am blessing you so you can become more effective in advancing my kingdom. I am not prospering you so you can hoard wealth. I am prospering you so you can be a blessing to others. Remember the parable of the talents. The servants who were faithful with what they were given more. But the servant who buried his talent had even what he had taken away from him. I am entrusting you with much, but I expect you to be faithful with what I give you. I am blessing you abundantly, but I expect you to bless others abundantly. This is not a time for selfishness. This is a time for stewardship. This is not a time for pride. This is a time for humility. This is not a time for isolation. This is a time for connection. As I elevate you, remember where you came from. As I promote you, remember who promoted you. As I bless you, remember to be a blessing. Now, I want to prepare you for what will happen when breakthrough comes. Not everyone will celebrate your success. Not everyone will be happy about your promotion. Not everyone will rejoice in your healing. Some people will be jealous. Some will be critical. Some will try to minimize your miracle or take credit for your breakthrough. Do not let their negativity dim your light. Do not let their criticism silence your testimony. Do not let their jealousy make you feel guilty about my blessings. Remember, their reaction to your breakthrough says nothing about you and everything about them. Their inability to celebrate your victory reveals the condition of their own heart. Stay humble, but do not shrink back. Stay grateful, but do not apologize for my goodness. Stay loving, but do not let anyone manipulate you with guilt. You did not earn this breakthrough through your perfection, but I gave it to you through my grace. And what I have given you, no one can take away. There will also be times when the enemy tries to make you doubt that the breakthrough is real. He will whisper that it is temporary, that it will not last, that you will soon be back where you started. But I want you to know that what I am doing in your life is not temporary. It is permanent. It is not a season. It is a new way of life. The old things have passed away. All things have become new. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are not going back to where you came from. You are not returning to the pit. You are moving forward, upward, and onward into everything I have prepared for you. My child, as we come to the end of this divine encounter, I want you to know that this is not just a message. This is a moment. This is not just information. This is transformation. This is not just words. This is a divine decree that is being released over your life right now. As you have listened to these words, faith has been building in your heart. Hope has been rising in your spirit. Expectation has been stirring in your soul. You can feel it, cannot you? You can sense that something is different. Something has shifted. Something has changed. That something is everything. Your life will never be the same after tonight. Your story is being rewritten. Your destiny is being unlocked. Your future is being secured. What seemed impossible yesterday is becoming inevitable today. What looked like a dead end yesterday is becoming a new beginning today. I want you to go to bed tonight with expectation. I want you to wake up tomorrow with anticipation. I want you to live each day with the confidence that I am working all things together for your good. I want you to walk with the assurance that your best days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. And when the breakthrough manifests, when the miracle materializes, when the blessing becomes visible, remember this moment. Remember these words. Remember that I told you it was coming before you saw it. Remember that I prepared you for it before it happened, and give me all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. For I am the Lord your God, and there is none like me. I am the God of the breakthrough, the God of the miracle, the God of the impossible. And you, my beloved child, are about to experience my power in ways you never imagined possible. Your breakthrough starts now.